what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Thursday night, which means welcome to Marquee Matchups. Now, I have this for you today where we're going to get a premium gold players pack, which is a little bit low in terms of an overall reward. And now, what else have we got in there then? We've got silver players pack, small prime gold players pack, that's alright. Jumbo silver pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. So, jumbo premium gold players. That's actually pretty good from Barca versus Villarreal. That's actually the best pack out of the lot, right? I think. So, really, you just need to focus on Barca Villarreal if you want the best pack. But we do also have this Champions Will Rise. Now, I'm not sure whether this is from yesterday or today. Basically been sat in bed all day ill, so I'm not really with it right now. Apologies for that. But I will be completing it so that we can get a nice extra Prime Gold Players pack for our video. Now, you need a maximum of 2 leagues, and you need 2 players that are UEFA Champions League. Common or rare, minimum of 3 nations, 79 rating, 80 chem. Now, I just went super simple. French Ligue 1 squad, a couple of untradeable players that I've got that I'm not really fussed about, never going to use, and then just literally built the squad with other non-rares and stuff that I had. It is as simple as that, so I'm going to get that for a Prime Gold Players pack, and we will move on to the marquee matchups, where we will start with top left, which is Feyenoord versus PSV. Now, for this Dutch matchup, you are going to need 4 players from the Netherlands. You're also going to need a minimum of 3 players from the Eredivisie, and you can only have 4 players from the same league. 80 chemistry is a bit of a let-off, and you don't need gold. You can use as lower rated players as you've got. I did that, but you know, I don't have the most amount of bronzes in my club on this account. I do a very little bronze pack method over here. So I started with trying to get some Dutch players in. I've got 3 Dutch players from the Eredivisie, which gets me my 3 Eredivisie players and 3 out of the 4 Dutch. I didn't have a Dutch right winger, which would have made it a little bit easier for us, I guess, because you would have got a little quadrant or a little square of chemistry right there, and I would recommend doing that just to make make your life a little bit easier. But I got another Dutch player from a different league, and as you can see, he doesn't even get enough chem, nor does Sessegnon. It doesn't matter because we only need 80, so it's all good. And then I did 4 random bronze players from the Saudi league, and then also just a random left back. So I got all sorts of players off chem here, as you can see, and we're still way over what we need. So it's not really much to think about on that one. Let's move on to the second one, which is Arsenal v Spurs. The North London derby happening, I guess, later on this week. So you need 1 player from Arsenal or Spurs. Now, there are 2 blocks in this marquee matchups, and it is 2 cams in the 4-5-1, which are English Premier League. So basically, they're trying to get you to put an Arsenal or a Spurs striker there. Now, I can imagine that a player like this has probably gone up in price a little bit. Maybe not, you know. I hope not. I'm sure you can get around it so many other ways if strikers from Spurs and Arsenal do go up. Maybe just link them off to a left or right mid. Hey, just put a random goalkeeper in there from Spurs and you'll be just fine, knowing that you only need 85 chemistry. You do need a minimum of 3 leagues, and every player that you put in needs to be gold. So I just did strong chem here, 2 Portuguese players, strong chem here, 2 Spanish players, and then strong chem between some non-rare gold Bundesliga players that are all German, so they get enough chem. So the only things that are off chem here are the 2 blocks, and it doesn't really matter. We've got 100. We've got easily enough chemistry here, so we can go ahead and complete that one. Now, moving on to, I believe, the Russian league, we have Spartak versus Lokomotiv Moscow. So the Moscow derby coming up now. Now, you do need a minimum of 2 Russian players, and you need a minimum of 3 Russian league players. And there's blocks here once again. Now, you need... the blocks are on the 2 centre-backs, and they are Russian league blocks. So again, it's trying to force you to use a goalkeeper from this league. I'm sure you can get away without doing that, simply because of the low chemistry requirement once again. However, I had a goalkeeper. I didn't have a right back or left back, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just do CDMs and put them in position, and one of them's on 7, one of them's on 3. It's not really the greatest of chem, but like I said, we really don't need it. And then I just built it with Japanese bronzes from the J League, who I seem to have a fair amount of, so I was happy to submit them in order to get our jumbo silver pack. You can completely ignore the fact that I've got golds in here. There is no rating cap or anything on this one. It's just a case of, like I said, I don't really do the bronze pack method too much over here. What I need is to just sit down for an hour and open nothing but bronze packs over here, and I'll be stocked for marquee matchups for weeks. So I'll do that again at some point in time. Maybe I'll do that tonight. So yeah, Jumbo Silver pack for that one, which is not just an all-players pack. That's just a big silver pack. And then finally, we have Barca versus Villarreal, which, let me check that pack again. Jumbo Premium Gold Players. That's good. That's very good. So that'll be, like, so how many? 6 rares out of 24 players, I think. That'll be all right. Hopefully we can get something in that. So you do need one Barca or Villarreal player, and with that, I've gone for the goalkeeper. Now, if this pack is a good one, then they are going to go up in price. And then you're going to want to try and get away from the Spanish league as quick as possible. Now, we could easily do this by just literally putting a random goalkeeper there, and then even these 3 players here could just be from a separate league. The left back, centre back, and CDM could just be from a different league, and we'll leave the goalkeeper getting no chemistry to anyone because you only need 80. You do need exactly gold players in your squad, and you do need 2 rares. So hey, I thought I'd do it in 4s to begin with. So we got the Spanish goalkeeper from Villarreal, and then we just got 3 more players in there to suit him. My low rated, as low as I could possibly go, and then I went for Italians from Serie A, just because that would break things up, but then I didn't have a right mid, and it just so happens that he gets the same nation linked to the striker. That was just a coincidence, and I didn't really think to do that whatsoever. It just happened, and I moved off to the Bundesliga, and again, it just so happened that when I put 2 rares in and a left mid, they were all from Eintracht Frankfurt, so well, that works out for chemistry as well. I think everyone apart from the cam here is actually on full chem, even though we only need 80. So that is going to complete marquee matchups for us today, and it is going to mean that we have some packs to open. So what, are we going to have like 6 packs because we did the other one as well? I think we are. So we get the two naff little silver ones out of the way first, and we can move on and, well, you know, get into the good stuff. So Jumbo Silver pack first. Never expected much from that, so I'm actually going to skip it. I don't really have much time for that one. So Hubercat. Now that could be an expensive player because he plays in French Ligue 1, or maybe not. It is always weird when you see these the silvers and you don't know which players for League SBCs are going to be expensive. Silver players pack. That's probably only 1 rare, right? If so, it's not going to be amazing. And we get a rare silver wingback from Sweden. All right. Do you sell? Yes, you do. Okay, so we got an expensive silver. You can have him for 2.8k if you want him, guys, for your League SBCs. Other than that, I'm going to stick it all in the club, and we'll move on to the good stuff. So, we need to go for the small prime gold players pack first, I think. And we're not going to get a walkout, but we are going to get boards, right? No, we're not. We're going to get Colombian striker. That is going to be Muriel, who I haven't used for like 2 FIFAs, I swear. He used to be God tier, but not quite so much anymore. And then we have 2 rares. Are they tradable? Yeah, they are. And I guess people are still doing upgrade SBCs, although they may... Yeah, they just run out, actually. So, no, they won't be. So, they won't actually sell. So, I'm actually going to go for this one next. So, this is the overall reward for marquee matchups. And it's not going to be a walkout. It is going to be boards. Who are we going to get then? French striker from Arsenal. That is Lacazette. That could be about as good as it's going to get when it isn't a walkout. You know, he's probably, I don't know, he might only be like 3 or 4k nowadays. I don't know. There was a time where he was a 25k player. But I'll definitely take an 84. That helps things out. Yeah, he really is cheap. Wow. Absolute gem if you're still struggling on Ultimate Team. Now, I can't be bothered. I'm literally just going to discard them. What? Has my controller stopped working? What's happening here? I'm getting mad button delay. There we go. It finally worked. So do we go for the prime gold players or the jumbo? Well, let's save this new... I don't know what this pack is, so I'm going to save that for last. Let's go for the prime gold players pack first. And it isn't a walkout. So this is from the shine, the stars will shine, or whatever it was called, the brightness of the stars. I can't remember. We get Coates, and that is genuinely nothing to write home about. No one's buzzing when they pack Coates, as good of a centre-back as he may be. We do get Gini Wijnaldum, though, which is always useful, like a relatively high-rated Liverpool player. And the rest of the stuff here, I don't really think is going to be worth much, so I will quick sell. So then this pack, this is going to be a huge pack, 24 items, and 7 of them are going to be rare. I think in terms of monetary value, this is about 50k. I think it's a 50k pack, and we're not getting a walkout from it, which is garbage. We're not even getting boards from it. What? Oh dear. So Lacazette's the best pull we get from Marquee Matchups and that other UCL SBC, guys. Sorry to disappoint. I do hope yours are better, though. I'm going to go ahead and do these over on my Road to Glory as well, because I like the thought of this pack, and it gives you lots of players and stuff, but it needed to be better, really. Yeah, I mean, that's lots of players, isn't it? Now, I'm going to try and sell you and you. And you, but everything else I'll keep the stuff I haven't got, and I'll discard the rest. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Smash a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. Have a great day. I will catch you next time. Peace.